Fi, Miran Iwerydd, dyfais i lan yng nghefn gwlad Gorllewin Cymru. Oedd siarad Cymraeg yn rhywbeth hollol naturiol i fi, a mae wedi bod yn rhan o mywyd ers diwrnod ges i'n ngeni. Mae fy addysg wedi bod drwy'r iaith Gymraeg, dwi'n cyfathrebu ac yn cymdeithasu drwy'r iaith Gymraeg fyd. Ac erbyn hyn, dwi'n defnyddio'r Gymraeg yn swydd fel cyflwynydd ar S4C a BBC Radio Cymru. Ond dyw'r dewis i fynychu addysg Gymraeg ddim yn un sy'n dod yn hawdd i bawb, yn enwedig i bobl o'r gymuned pobl ddu, asiaidd a lleiafrifoedd ethnig. Felly dwi wedi dod i gwrdd â theulu Katie yng Nghaerdydd i glywed shwt brofiad oedd mynychu addysg iaith Gymraeg iddyn nhw fel teulu. In Welsh medium education, what I've found from growing up in it, it's 99% mainly white people. Yeah. So was the colour of Katie's skin and Welsh medium education ever something that maybe you were worried about or questioned at all?
You know, my husband was more aware of it because obviously he's black, you know, so he said, well, you know, they might meet, you know, some racism, but I think with children, you know, they are more likely to pick on differences, whatever it is, you know, so I think if they were going to get any racism kind of directed towards them, they probably would have got that anywhere that they went.
Beth oedd y profiad na fel i ti'n tyfu lan yn addysg cyfrwng Cymraeg fel person o liw, fel merch di? Beth oedd y fel i ti?
I fod yn onest, oedd e ddim really, nes i ddim sylwi gwahaniaeth tan i fi edrych nôl ar profiadau a fi'n meddwl, dyna pam o'n i'n teimlo falle bach yn gwahanol. Y peth mwyaf i fi, falle oedd fy ngwallt i, o'n i byth eisiau gwisgo gwallt fi allan, o'n i wastad eisiau fe edrych fel pobl fi'n gweld ar y teledu neu fy ffrindiau i gyd. A fi'n meddwl, oedd lot o hwnna i wneud gyda'r ffaith fi oedd yr unig merch di yn y flwyddyn trwy ysgol gynradd. Falle yna un merch tuag at y diwedd, ond wedyn y mini plas mawr. Ond yna lot fwy o pobl di a pobl o liw. A ran cymorth ar gyfer plant oedd o liw, oedd yn anhygoel, oedd yna grwpiau cydraddoldeb, oedd yna grŵp cydraddoldeb balch ar gyfer plant oedd yn dod i ysgol oedd o hiliau gwahanol. A oedd hynna'n anhygoel achos be oedd wedi gadael ni wneud oedd i archebu llyfrau oedd yn fwy cynrychioli pobl o hiliau gwahanol a chefndiroedd gwahanol. A wedyn oedd pobl yn gallu darllen nhw a gweld, mae yna pobl di sy'n gallu siarad Cymraeg, mae yna pobl asiaidd sydd yn gallu siarad Cymraeg, mae yna cymeriadau di ac asiaidd sy'n siarad Cymraeg. A oedd hwnna'n really lyflu hefyd i weld bod nhw'n gwneud yr effort i fod yn cynhwysol ar gyfer pawb o bob cefndir.
So, est ti mlaen i wneud lefel A trwy gyfrwng Gymraeg, do fe? A ti yn Nottingham nawr yn y brifysgol, ti wedi bod yna bron i flwyddyn? Ti byth di teimlo ar unrhyw adeg bod wneud addysg ti yn y Gymraeg, ti dal at i nôl o gwbl?
Na, o'n i wir yn poeni am hynna i ddechrau gyda, ond ar ôl 6 wythnos gyntaf, chi'n dysgu pethau newydd anyway, so mae pawb ar yr un lle, mae neb yn gwybod be yw unrhyw beth, so oedd e ddim yn big deal. O'n i'n meddwl bys fe ti bod, ond really oedd e ddim o gwbl.
Nikki, would you say that having kids in Welsh medium education has maybe opened your eyes more to Welsh culture?
Definitely. When I was in school myself, we went to the Eisteddfod but doing gymnastics, so I didn't appreciate obviously the Welsh language side of, you know, the Eisteddfod and Tafwyl and things like that is an eye-opener, that whole side of, you know, the culture and how important it is to the Welsh language and to the, you know, to the Welsh people. But again, I keep kind of going back to that community feel of it, you know, that people, they want to talk to you if you're, you know, if you're trying to learn Welsh or if you're, you know, understanding a lot of Welsh or if you've sent your children to, you know, to Welsh school, people are pleased. And I think it's, you know, it's important. It opens up so many opportunities with, you know, the Urdd and the Eisteddfod and, you know, everything else. And you go to Llangrannog, which you loved, didn't you? And then they meet all the other, you know, kids and it gives them something in common.
So have you spoken to anyone and encouraged them to maybe give Welsh education a chance for their kids?
Yes, I would be a massive advocate of it. And in fact, one of my colleagues at work and her friends came to visit her from Surrey and they liked it so much they were thinking of moving. Well, they are moving to the area and she was asking me about Welsh language education and I just said to her, do it. There's been no negative sides of it from our perspective, all the twins, they've been more than happy, you know, and I know I said it earlier, but it's, you know, if you lived in France, you'd learn French. I just think, give it a go. You know, I don't think you're ever going to, you know, regret it. I just think it opens up a whole new world, you know, but it doesn't close the door to, you know, to another one.